Alright, so we get a rematch. Um, PK did slip in a little civ change there that the Ranos is now Gaia, which, actually a Gaia versus Thor matchup I don't hate. Gaia's got extremely strong economy, so she does well in that aspect, and then with her wood god power, as well as her classical one, the Oceanus, with the plant thing, and then the water myth unit. Water myth unit just taking up a little damage, but the plant thing can use its special ability to one-shot a ship, so with the eco upgrades, those two little water advantages, and then the eco upgrades obviously allowing you to spam more ships. She's actually extremely strong if played correctly on water maps like this. So, not a bad thing. And then once, if you do win water cleanly, which you can with Gaia on a map like this, you then get heroic and get the birds out against a Thor, and those birds will just rain down pain on the Norris player, because there's no real way to counter them until you get mythic and get fire giants out, so Gaia is okay against Thor, at least on a water map. Yeah, I didn't catch what building he was deleting. Probably the granary if I had to guess. Or trying to delete it, but... nothing too exciting build-wise coming out here. Biggest thing to note is blue kinda got unlucky pig-wise, it seems. I don't see that many pigs for blue, especially compared to the other players, which results in him having to build an early granary. Not the hugest thing, because he at least had the initial pigs and stuff, and switching to hunt like this will actually give you a higher gather rate, but I think you'd prefer to stay on just pigs. Save the 50 wood. There's the hero speed relic that I've been hoping for in all the low-key matchups but never got. Master gold. Speed of villagers. Don't know where the fourth relic is. Idle villager times classical Atlantean is extremely costly. Especially that much. Right, it's up. I'm gonna build a second dock. Needs to get those villagers from food onto gold so that he has the gold to make the arrow ships once he advances. The other thing is Gaia. It's usually worth it to get your economic guild as soon as you advance, because your economy upgrades are so much cheaper. It's worth getting them, especially the hand axe, the wood upgrade. You'll have the food from the fishing easily. So getting that early is just going to help you win water even more. Going with a triple dock setup, typically you can get by with just 2 in constant production, so even as Gaia you don't really need a third dock that early. Egyptian, on the other hand, can spam like 20 docks or as many as you want. Egyptian just have 50 gold cost for their docks, so not as critical in this map, but a lot of other maps, especially where you have narrow waterways that result in ships fighting near each other. Spamming docks as Egyptian so you can garrison the ships in there would be helpful. Red rallying right across. He's got to be careful. You don't want to lose your initial ship here fighting 2 versus 1. I know harassing his ships is nice, but killing half a fishing ship and losing a ship isn't worth it. Same with losing his myth unit, so Red just lost a ship and a myth unit for virtually nothing due to the misrally there. It's also not even producing ships off his 3rd dock, so I do like the fact that he got the economic guild, so, and he got his hand axe, so nicely done by Red in that respect. What is Clown doing? A fast heroic strategy coming out from Clown, obviously, because he's still on 1 dock. There we go. Ooh, not the best plant thing. He gonna get the special ability off, which will eat a whole ship alive. Also gotta re-rally his ships. Just losing a 2nd villager here. Shifting Sands got one of Red's villagers to start, and now he just lost a 2nd one to that Valk, so that's one of the problems with Gaia, is she doesn't get a land myth unit. Or if she does, it's the stupid bird. Yeah, gets the bird, sorry, so she doesn't get a unit that can attack or defend, so kind of vulnerable to early myth unit pressure, unless you get out of early barracks and get a unit out. Actually, Clown should have bolted this Valkyrie long ago and helped his teammate out. There's absolutely the damage this Valk has done. Bolt would have been well worth it on that Valk. Don't know what else Clown's saving his bolt for, but oh wow, Clown still isn't even heroic. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a win for TCL. This is what you call a clean water win, where you can knock your opponent completely off his fishing early, which they're doing now. Meanwhile, their own fishing's protected, hasn't taken damage. Green at least got the fishing upgrade. I'd like to see TL realize they've got a huge advantage and immediately get the fishing upgrade himself, cut production and get the fishing upgrade. That's going to benefit you a lot more. I also, do they know the fast heroic's coming? Because if they should know the fast heroic's coming, at which point if you've got that many arrow ships you just get the heroic fleet upgrade, 200 wood, 200 food, which will make your arrow ships do more damage against myth units, which will completely shut down the scale of fast heroic. That's why at a high level you really don't see the Greek or Zeus scale of fast heroic, is because the players are good enough to know about this upgrade and get it, and then once you get that upgrade the scalers are pretty much useless. A mass of arrow ships with that upgrade will like kill a scaler almost instantly, so they become pretty much worthless. I'd like to see Green try to finish off the fishing as much as possible. And again, TL should cut production and get his fishing upgrade. There's no reason not to have it at this point. He's making fishing ships again, but still lacks the upgrade. So Clown, I think, just gave up on the fast heroic strategy. And is just going to take TCs on land. So. At this point, Legend should also be taking a second town center at land to make up the economy difference. Losing water, you're behind economically, so if you want to get back in the game, you really need to take earlier land town centers than your opponent and start getting the bill production from those as well to get back in it. So there we go, Legends is taking his. Teal also has one, which is going to make it tough for Clown to come back. Especially with that much fishing that was never even interrupted. I'm guessing what happened to Clown is he wanted to go fast heroic, but because Teal knocked him off the water so quickly, he didn't get his fishing ships fishing long enough to get the food to go heroic. I seriously hope Clown doesn't bolt this Valkyrie now, after it killed some of Red's villagers. If he has a hero, he should hero it, or even just, if it's so low, villagers just attacking it for a second should kill it before it kills any other villagers if he realized it. Instead, this Valk's just gonna get more kills. Need a kill counter on it. Rain coming out from TL. One thing to note is you see the rain above the docks and on the water. That's just for fun animation. The rain doesn't actually boost the fishing ship gather rate. It's kind of a deceiving effect. So he'll benefit from these 5 farms or so, 7 farms or so. But the rain doesn't actually help the fishing ship gather rate, unfortunately. So I'd love to see the Frost Giant spam out of green, especially against the Gaia opponent. Although he hasn't been fighting at all, so he probably doesn't have the favor for it yet. Or no, the ships probably generate favor, so I take that back about the fighting in favor. Very nice positioning here from TL. Once you have cleared out water, you don't have to delete your ships until you max out population-wise yourself, so TL's not there yet. So while you're buying time and waiting, put your ships near the edge of the water, and then they can just rip through units. Hell, if I were Teal, I'd leave a gap here. Don't wall this off, leave the gap there, because then if blue tries to attack anywhere back here, his units will automatically pass through this gap and get killed by all your arrow ships, so you can actually use these to your advantage, and instead of fully walling off, leave a gap here along water, and then that'll force your opponent's units through that gap, and they'll get torn apart by the arrow ships. Alright, TL finally got the fishing ship upgrade. Especially with this many fishing ships, Teal's food economy being raw with the farming, Teal can just spam spearmen for days. They cost 50 food and 20 gold, so Teal's just going to be able to spam those things. And Blue's going heavy cavalry, so wisely getting some archery ranges up, 4 of them for that matter, because he's going to need them against the spearman spam. Red actually catching green. Green's been greedy and playing it slow. So as a result, green loses that fortress. The other thing, you want to delete it. You get resources back if you delete it, so... Okay, so you have the fast mythic coming out from green, but problem is he took his town centers late, and it's a water map, so it's not like he has that many villagers. Kinda a slow game. Not much back and forth action. Blue actually standing strong here. Good micro running his cavalry away while the archers do work. Problem with Red's army composition is the Curia Ballista can't be made into heroes, so Green just spams some fire giants. They're just going to destroy Red's composition. Classical army upgrades for Red, whereas for Green rather, and nothing for Red at this point. Nice multitasking myth unit rock dropper ass from Teal. One thing I always like to note on this map is town centers in water range. I don't think this one's in range, but I think Red's is, and Green's definitely is, so that could be a factor as the game goes on. So Red's army crumbling, again, no upgrades and not the greatest unit composition. These really are not the best units. They're a situational unit at best, or you might like use a few occasionally in certain matchups, but never do you want to make an army full of mostly these. Tower spam is going to help Red delay Green a bit, because there's not much siege other than the fire giants, but the fire giants alone can take down the town center. Top here, Clown's doing a good job holding off Teal, but I think Legends is gonna fall well before the matchup to the right side here is decided. See the trade for Green, he's the only player with trade at this point in the game. Looks like Teal's starting to get trade finally. Just another little tip, always make sure you trade in team games with an ally. Sorry, the stream cut out there for a second. I think OBS crashed or something. I don't know what happened there. Can't build Miggles during ceasefire, so that's why that's not going anywhere. He wisely built the forward siege works in the meantime though, so. TCL with mythic and heroic upgrades, so even though blue's remax, TCL's gonna have the upgrade advantage and trade more effectively. Added that into the fact that blue's about to lose his third town center and still doesn't have fortified town centers to begin with. It's gonna be tough for blue to hold any longer, so PK losing on both sides at this point. Blue's still putting up a fight here. He's also got a three-headed Hydra running around. Four-headed Hydra, but Clown taps out. Again, Teal should have had more than enough economy. The lighthouse troll. So biggest thing there, just simply the clean water win for TCL. So they won water cleanly, and as a result just had a huge economy advantage because of it. So not much more to say than that.